Hi you guys, thank you so much for tuning into my playlist via the Church TV network. I'm so excited to be partnering with them in a new journey that I'm embarking on. I think we're going to grow and learn so much from each other, so stay tuned just to hear more about what exactly this is all going to be about. I'm excited. Alright guys, so jumping right in, the reason for this playlist is because as many of you may know or may not know, my husband and I have been experiencing a fertility journey of our own. We've gone through several miscarriages and chemical pregnancies and things of that sort, and I'll go more into that later. But through that journey, I was reaching out for things that would help keep me encouraged. And when I was looking for YouTube videos and songs, books, devotionals, and things like that, I could not find a lot of content because it seemed like women were afraid to be vulnerable enough to be upfront about their journeys and things they may have experienced that may be similar. And so people weren't really forthcoming with that. A couple people were, they would reach out to me personally, looking and searching for those different outlets I really couldn't find. So the Lord placed it on my heart this past couple months, and I want to create that content because I know there's so many other women out there that are dealing with the same things that I'm dealing with. And I'm hoping that through this playlist we can help each other, that I can help you through my experiences, and that you will be open enough to share your experiences with me, and that we can learn and grow from each other. So that's the point of all of this. Like I said, I want to create a safe space for women. So the negative comments, we're not doing it, okay? We want to create a safe space where people can be open and vulnerable, because it's a very traumatic experience and it's a very sensitive time. It's a very sensitive subject, and so we don't want to be, negative, because that's a negative thing in and of itself. We don't need any more negativity in our lives, okay? Only positive vibes. All right. What you can expect later on in more videos, including this playlist, are going to be tips on how to help you overcome some emotions that you may be experiencing, what books or songs or things that helped me along the way, tips for husbands, because I know a lot of times it's not just us the women, it's them too that deal with a lot of these same things and emotions and feelings. And so I'm going to have some tips for you guys as well, and then just family members, period. They need to know how to support you, and sometimes you can't vocalize it because you don't know yourself. So from my experience, now I'm not saying that I've completely made it, but I've made it over a couple humps to the other side, and so I can share some things that would have helped when it came to my parents and different family members reaching out to me. And if you see me cry, don't be alarmed. Of course, it's an emotional subject. And if you don't, just know that I'm just in another place of peace right now, because I'm aware of what God has in store for me and what his plans are for me. I don't know them exactly, but I can see where he's taking me, and I'm okay with that. And if it means that, he has to take me through these things so I can share my story and have a story to tell for you guys, it was all worth it in the end. Alright, so I'm going to start off my first experience with pregnancy in general and miscarriages started in June of 2018, so June of last year. I carried a child up to 11 and a half weeks. I started experiencing some spotting, and I had been told that spotting was normal during the first trimester of pregnancies. And so I was like, okay, well, I just want to go to the ER just to get checked out. I was scared. And I ended up miscarrying. Now I want to delve too deep into the details because I'm trying not to cry on you guys. So I'm just gonna, just slightly hit each one. So I did experience a miscarriage. And so that was a very hard time. But I'm so thankful for my husband, for my mother-in-law, my in-laws in general, my family here in Houston, and my family back home. When I say these people rallied around me, my parents woke up and hopped on the road to come to Houston from Alabama just to be with me at my doctor's appointment to see if I truly did miscarry or not. They drove all the way here just to do that. My mom, my dad, and my baby sister. And so I'm just so thankful for family, and that is one experience that helped me realize that community is so important when you're going through something like infertility. It might not be blood family members, but just having a community of people that you can reach out to and that can wrap their loving arms around you, even if you don't want it, is so important. And it's going to help make this this horrible, transition, which is hard, a whole lot easier. So my doctor at the time kept saying things like, oh, you're fine, you're young, you'll still be able to get pregnant, miscarriages, they happen. And I was like, okay. So I accepted that the first time because I did read up and do some research that, a lot of first-time pregnancies do end in miscarriage just due to unknown reasons. So I was like, okay, I'll accept that the first time. The second and the third time, though, I was like, I'm not accepting that. And he was not very proactive in trying to figure out what could be causing these miscarriages. So I ended up switching doctors, and I'm so thankful to my mother-in-law. She was able to get me in with her doctor that delivered all of her babies, and he's an at-risk doctor. He's a fertility specialist. So he's an awesome, amazing doctor. I'm so blessed to have seen him because normally he's an older gentleman. He's been practicing for a long time, and he doesn't really accept new patients anymore. But thankfully to my mother-in-law and with her help, I was able to get in with him, and I've been seeing him ever since. So with that being said, he was very aggressive starting in January of 2019 with several blood tests and different tests in general just to try to figure out what was going on. So we ended up finding out, and again, he does not know if this is directly related to what might be causing my issues, but we do know that there are some things that could possibly be the reason for why I was experiencing miscarriages. So the first thing, I have a blood, I don't know if you will call it an issue or it's not a disorder. Anyways, it's something with my blood and the antibodies in the baby that don't mix. So I am on medicine for that. And then the second thing, I have PCOS. And so before this journey, I was on birth control, a low-grade birth control for my ovarian cyst that started back a while ago. I've been dealing with them for a while, but the hormone in the birth control was helping, to keep those at bay and keep them, not so active and growing and popping and all of this stuff. And so when, of course, with me trying to get pregnant, I wasn't on birth control anymore, so they're just pop all over the place. So I had those two things working against me for sure. So with all that being said, he had me on rounds of medicines. He said, I want you to be on this medicine for at least 3 months, and then that way it's in your system well, and then we'll try again. Okay, so we did. March of 2019, I ended up miscarrying again. And you guys just excuse me, these last two times, I don't remember the exact weeks I was. It's all pretty much just a blur. But I do remember it was March 2019, around the time of my birthday, and I ended up miscarrying again, and it was actually wasn't enough tissue to where I had to have another DNC, but I was able to just pass it at home, and that in and of itself is a very that's a trying experience. Yeah, that was a trying experience. And God bless all of you ladies who have had to go through that. DNCs are hard, but passing at home, that's a whole different ball game. So prayers to you all that have had to go through that traumatic experience. Going back, because I forgot to mention this, so I'm gonna catch you up to speed. So I had miscarriage in June of 2018. I had 2 in October of 2018. And on that third one, it actually was enough tissue since I was like 6 or 7 weeks to where I did have to have a second DNC. So, and then I had a fourth one in March of 2019. My last one was in May 2019. So, again, same thing. Cycle didn't come. Took a pregnancy test at home. It was positive. Went in for blood work. HCG level was low. Went back, retested it, and it went up a little bit. Went back a third time, and it actually decreased. So, same thing again, but it wasn't far along enough for me to have to, once again, have a DNC. I didn't pass this one at home. It was like really early, so it just acted as if my cycle came. And my doctor told me that that was referred to as a chemical pregnancy. So my doctor has started me out on a fertility treatment. So I've been undergoing that process currently. I went through the first round a couple weeks ago, and it ended up not working. So now I'm on the second round of the same medicine. So that's where I am in my journey. Like I said, it's so important to me that I be open with you so that you will in turn be open with me. I'm not saying that you have to give me your whole life story. Share if you feel that in your heart that you want to share. And if you don't, that's okay. Just come here to be encouraged. That's all I want at the end of the day. I want to help somebody like I needed to be helped when I was going through those things. And frankly, right now, I still need help. I'm not done. The baby's not here yet. I still need encouragement. So by me giving these things to you all and you giving things back to me, it's going to help us keep each other encouraged. So with that being said, please share this video with any woman that you know that may be experiencing the same things, may have experiences some of these similar things in the past, and may still be dealing with it, because it takes time. It's not an easy quick process. I still have my days every now and then where I'll break down, or I'll be in my feelings, or I'll be upset, but thankfully I'm creating this community with you all, so I'll have you to lean on when I need some uplifting too. So please share this with anyone that you know that could benefit from this. Again, like I said before, later on in future episodes, I'm going to cater towards husbands, towards other family members in general, that with some tips on how to comfort your loved ones, how to deal with them, to know what they may be experiencing, going through, the whole nine. So this is for everyone. So please share. Please subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell, so every time a new video of mine is posted, you will know about it, as well as all the other great content that's on the Church TV network. Also, make sure you comment. I want to hear from you guys. Please let me know how this may be helping you. Let me know of any topics that you come up with that you would like to hear about, and I will be more than happy to go over those topics and create a video for it. Like I said, this is a community. We are in this together. It's not just me by myself, and I want to be of service to you guys. I have some exciting things and some great projects up ahead that I cannot wait to tell you guys about. So stay tuned for the next videos, and I can't wait to share more with you guys. Don't forget, like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.